Hello again, this is Robert Veach here, and this is my video review of the Airthereal MA5000. This is a commercial ozone generator. This is the unit itself right here. It comes with a very nicely written owner's manual and a card talking about how to contact them and how to give them feedback about the product. Now, let's show the front of this right here, so you can get a good idea of what's on here. This produces 5,000 milligrams of ozone per hour. It comes with a 3-year warranty, and there's a support email if you have any concerns or any problems with the unit itself. It weighs 3.5 pounds, uses standard 120 volt, 60 hertz USA, has the USA plug on there, and it draws approximately 50 watts. And we're going to measure that with a watt meter, and that 50 watts for a full 20 hours of use would only use 1 kilowatt hour. So this is very, very efficient unit. Now, if you look at the front over here, it has a indicator light which comes on to let you know it's running, and you have an off position. Then you go clockwise, and there is a timer that starts. And you see it's calibrated in minutes. It'll go up to 120 minutes, which is 2 hours. Now, if you turn it counterclockwise, like that, it goes into the hold mode, and then it'll run for as long as you would like, without any timer. Then you put it back to the off position to turn it off. Very simple to use. When you're running this unit, you don't want to be in the room, and you want to wait for about half hour to an hour after it's done doing the cleaning of that room before you enter and breathe the air, because the effect it has on your lungs. Most of that oxygen, the two oxygen molecules, will deplete in a half hour to an hour, and it's okay for you to go into the room, and all the mold and smell and chemicals will drop to the ground, and it won't be in the air anymore. That's the whole process of using ozone to clean the air. So most rooms will be 10 to 15, 20 minutes of use, depending on the square footage. If you look at the listing, they have a list of breakdown in this manual talking about how long to have it for every room size. So it's very clear and very well written, this manual. I was real impressed with it. Now I'm going to turn this unit on and show you, and then we're going to open this unit up, and we're going to look at the electronics, the quality, and see where you could take the ozone plate out and actually clean it, which is really nice. This unit is about 6.8 inches long by 7.4 inches wide, 6.8 inches high. It's a really nice size. It's smaller than other units, but yet it produces a high amount, 5,000 milligrams per hour, which is really powerful considering how small the unit is itself. So I'm going to first power this here, and we're going to connect it to a watt meter. So what I'm going to do is I have a watt meter right here, and I'm going to put it into the hold position, and you could hear the fan, and you could hear a buzzing sound as it's producing, and I can smell the ozone coming out of there. Now, looking at this, let's look at the watts, and you can see it's drawing about 65 watts. Kilowatt hours is barely registering. So it's a very efficient unit, as you can see right here. So let's turn this off right now, because I don't want to be breathing that right now. Next thing I'm going to do is we're going to open this unit up and look at the quality of the build inside. I'm going to be bringing this to a new apartment complex, and I'm going to be running it in the rooms, and I'm going to have a little fan to help distribute the air. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that, and we'll see how well that works. So here I'm going to be using the unit in a new apartment, do one room at a time. So I have a small little fan going, and I have the unit going on 120 minutes, and I'm going to leave the area and then come back and do the other rooms. So it's very easy to take the unit apart. I removed all the screws, and this is the last one right here. And they're just simple sheet metal screws that you undo counterclockwise. And this should allow access to inside the unit. Just lift the sides and lift it vertically. And now we can see the inside of the unit. This is the front right here, and this is the back. So right here is the fan. Put a flashlight on it so you can see the quality. There's the fan that's pushing the air past the plate. Here is the mechanical timer. And here's the electronics. Here's the input power. I have this unplugged, by the way, for safety. And you'll notice a lot of this is sealed so that the ozone doesn't affect the electronics. Now here's the plate itself, and you can see all the wiring is covered, nothing exposed. And if we turn it on the side right here, you can get a good view of the actual plate right there. And there's some kind of a sensor right there. Now this plate itself looks like, let's see if we can remove this. So I have more of a close-up right here. Here's the plate itself. There's a little pull tab right here. When you push on that tab, you hear that snapping sound, and the plate itself can be pulled out right there. So you can clean that plate, put it back in, pull this lever down again, and it locks it back in place. There's a contact on the top, and there's a contact on the bottom shown right there. Those are the contacts that go and make sure that they're clean and in place. So that's all you have to do if you want to clean this plate, that you're all set. So once you're finished cleaning the plate, put all these 4 screws back on, putting them in place, and using a Phillips screwdriver and going clockwise. And then you're all set. So what's my overall opinion about the MA5000 from Airthereal? I really like this unit. You saw how I used it. It cleaned the air, came back, and it worked fine. It's a very small unit. The cleanability of the ozone plate itself, the construction of the inside, it's a really good product. I'm going to give it a full 5-star rating on my channel. I hope this video review helped you with your buying decisions. Thanks for watching.